A quick little butt nibble. Hello once again. Thank you for joining me for another week at the Noosh weekly vlog. So first of all, two things. It's Tuesday, and I wanted to share something that happened with you yesterday, and I'm going to do that right now. It is a Bee and Marty fight, so let's roll the footage. All right, so this is a video of Marty and Bee. This is pretty much an every morning occurrence, but it only lasts for about 30 seconds, so it's hard for me to get a camera on it most mornings. Marty and Bee like to get at it in the morning. I don't know if it's play. I think Bee's definitely playing. He's wagging his tail. Marty doesn't seem super annoyed, so she's probably not too worried about it either. Probably just play for her too, so let's get into it. So Bee's just moving along. We call this the mobile sploot. Then Marty quickly just jumps on and BAM! Right for the neck. And as she's pulling off, she hits him with a quick clap clap along the side of the neck too with the double pause, just to remind him whose basement this actually is. While Marty is quicker than Bee, Bee has a good 2 to 3 pound advantage over Marty, so he's going to set up his primary weapon right here, his butt. He's swinging it around to look for his signature move, sit on the cat, and he can't find it. He knows he can't match the quickness of Marty, so he's going to try a diversion. How about let's just play as he transitions back into a mobile sploot. Once he takes his eyes off Marty, he has left himself wide open, and Marty's going to attack one final time. A quick little butt nibble to make things fair, and BAM! Mouth wide open, teeth forward, ready to lock onto Bee's spine. And now Bee's going to try and swing his head around just to try to land some sort of an attack. It's going to fail. Marty knows she's won. A couple more slaps to the face, and she's not going to give up the ground she's won. Some direct eye contact. Bee still wants to play. His tail is still wagging, but Marty's had enough. She's done. Look at that tail. Wagging. Why don't you want to play? Let's go. Let's go. Nah, I'm done. All right, you're back. So that was fun. I liked getting to oh, those two. All right. What am I doing this week? I gotta be honest with you. For the past year, it's been very difficult for me to do anything because what my life looked like, when I started making this vlog is very different from what my life looks like today. I think I had like 2 or 3 vlogs that I made before the whole the world changed for a while. So I've kind of been locked into my basement doing things. I was used to making things, going out into the world, showing people those things that I made, getting feedback in real time. But I haven't done anything outside of the house professionally in 15 months, maybe longer. I think November of 2019 was the last time I went out and showed my work in that kind of way. Festivals still aren't happening. It's been very difficult for me to motivate myself to do things for the past year. The only real motivating factor I've had in the past year was me making this vlog. That is the only outlet I've had into the world really beyond like Instagram, just posting to stuff to Facebook and all that fun stuff. So it's been very difficult for me to motivate myself. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to make. So what I'm going to do this week is just stuff that I think I need to do. I would like to do a new t-shirt design. I think that new t-shirt design, I've done it a couple times in like tiny carving form, and I've done it a couple times for a small little framed piece form, and it's the curious little owl with his head turned. So I think I'm going to do a t-shirt design based on that basic idea. I got a sketch out for that. And then I have a couple framed pieces to create. I have I think about 4 or 5 little frames that I need to fill with some work. So I think I'm just going to take a little bit easy this week. I'm going to fill those frames up, and I'm going to do that t-shirt design. I think that's what I'm going to take care of this week. And maybe next week, hopefully next week, I'll come back a little bit more motivated to work on something a little more, a little larger in scope than that. But this week, that's all I have the mental energy to take care of. I don't know if anyone else watching this is feeling the mental fatigue. But I know that I am. And we're getting close to getting back to normal. I don't know when the next festival for me is going to be. I don't know when the next like gallery show for me is going to be. I work up in galleries right now. There's no openings going on right now. The gallery that I'm in currently, they're doing appointments. So I can go see the show, but I'll be the only person in the gallery to see the show. I won't be able to see people react to the work. Yeah. It's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there. But for now, I'm just going to work in my sketchbook on some little owls. Today I'm going to turn it into a sketchbook day, and maybe tomorrow I'll wake up with some energy to start working and carving and moving forward. But today, sketching. All right, so with this owl that I sketched out, you're currently watching it on the screen as I'm sketching it out. It's based on a couple little things. I'm going to throw little things down in the corner to show you. I did this little owl carving, a little framed piece, boom, right down there. And I did a couple little tiny carvings, bum, that people really liked. So I decided that whenever I come up with something that people really seem to respond to, I think it's a good idea to make a t-shirt block of it, because I have been asked for t-shirts of this little owl, and so I need to get to carve in a t-shirt of this little owl. So that's what I'm doing. That's what the planning is here. It's hard. For this one, it's hard to figure out what's going on in the neck area. There's a lot of feathers going on, a lot of weird areas. But I think I got it figured out. And then once I carve it, it's going to figure it out even more. So, yeah. This sketch is done, and now I can move on to getting this out onto a board. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I have a couple small frames that I need to fill with some stuff. One of them, I was asked to do another little owl piece for somebody who's been following me for a while. So I sketched this one out already. I didn't think you needed to watch me draw out 2 head-turned owls today. It's the week of the head-turned owl. It's really the week of a little bit no focus. And then with the other little frames, I'm going to put something else into those two. Those 3 frames I have to fill. 2 bigger, 1 smaller. But I'm going to start sketching those out right now. So today, the first time in a couple days, about 2 days, we got the sun out, so we got some yard work going on in the background. So if you can hear that noise, I apologize. It's pretty loud today. But what I need to do today is I need to get that owl that I drew up yesterday onto a board so I can start carving it, so I can print some t-shirts this week. Also, I carved this little owl last night. I'll be painting it and inking it this week as well, but I got that carved out too, and then all the other little carvings ready to carve. But let's go get that owl onto a board. And once again, it's time to start carving. The owl is finished. I put it away. Let me go grab it. I don't know why I put it away, but here it is. The owl. Dun-dun-dun. It's quite large. It's hard to get all in the frame at once on the table, so I'm doing it this way. Ta-da-da-da. The eyes. I always like what's going on in areas like this where it has a transfer from very dark to very light very quickly. And then this is like a back, you know, kind of the same thing, but a little bit darker and never getting as light as like that gets there, but still getting light towards the edges. All right, can't wait to see that printed. That is done, finished. But now I've got to carve a couple of these little ones. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna use some magic to carve this one up. So here it comes. All right, it is Friday. I've got all the little guys carved out. I got a little painting to do for these guys. Got the penguin, the mountain range, the owl, and the whale all completed, all done. I got to throw some paint on these, and hopefully I can get to printing a couple t-shirts today as well. But that is what the rest of my afternoon looks like. Landscape. All right, let me get painting. All right, I'm all finished up with all 4 of those pieces all done. I think they came out really great. I can't wait to see them in a frame. I'm not going to put them in the frame yet. Maybe I'll show that at the beginning of next week, because I found out that I can scan these and take some really good images of the completed work. So I will be doing that next week. I'm not going to be printing t-shirts today. This is good and this is very good news, but it's also it's hard too, because I am just one person working in my studio doing everything. But I had another video go pretty viral, which is always great, but it does lead to an influx of t-shirt orders sometimes. And right now I have more t-shirts than I can handle to print today, and I had to spend the last 2 hours processing those orders and getting everything ready to print. I have 3 bins of t-shirts to print. Very good news. But I'm going to have to wait until next week to start printing all of those shirts. The first day or 2 of next week is going to be dedicated to printing. So no t-shirt printing this week. So this is going to end it. Oh, and to say on to spit it out, Chris. Okay. To add on to that, if you are one of the people that ordered a shirt, thank you so much for ordering a shirt. Give me a moment, because I do have a lot of t-shirts that I have to print this week. I probably have like a festival and a half of t-shirts to print, and usually that takes me a full weekend to do. I'm going to try to do it in one day next week. So give me a moment to get those out to you. I appreciate your orders. But that's it. It's done. That's all I have for you this week. So once again, thanks for hanging out with me this week. Hopefully you enjoyed what I created. And I'll see y'all again next week. Thanks. Bye.